Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call the beginning game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball as part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when they showed up.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a run up the middle with Drake. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Back.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that point.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, You should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and sit.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 16, Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point made good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this is a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa, and this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua trying to lay one up deep. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Tua now, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll get it to Drake running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 81 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Tua. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here we go.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 21. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to pass. Tua. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked 2. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll find Bateman once more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. On the give, this is Drake. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the